A fisherman in Guyana said he saw a mermaid in the Essequibo River, and that's the part that scared him the most. Welcome back, gang. If you're new here, I'm Cube of Lore to be exact. This is Forbidden Lore Season 2, Mermaid. I'm back at it again with another story time. So this happened to a fisherman named Paul. We say Paul in Guyana. Paul's family, so they sold fish in the market around Georgetown. So before sunrise one morning, he headed out near the Essequibo River, or we just pronounce it Essequibo. So he was just heading out there just to cast his net and essentially start work. He said the river looked beautiful that morning. Fog was sitting low in the water, trees moving softly in the wind. Everything is calm, but after a while, Paul started feeling somebody watching him. Kind like you feel in your chest, like your mind is noticing something before your body do. Y'all all had that feeling, like you just looking around like, what? 9 times out of 10, we don't see anybody, but sometimes we do catch somebody staring at us, right? So at first, he ignored it. He kept throwing in his net and kept pulling more fishes in the boat, but the feeling kept getting stronger. Finally, he looked into the middle of the river and froze. Something was staring back at him from the water. At first, he only seen its eyes and the very top of its head. He said dark eyes, very still, locked directly onto him. Not blinking, not moving. Paul said the stare didn't feel human. It was very eerie, but somehow very hypnotic. See, gang, in Guyana we have a term. Whatever you're looking for, you're gonna find. Paul, this was your moment to get up out of there, bro. So since Paul want to be so personal, he about to find what he looking for. Back to the story. So he said it felt like she was looking through him. Then slowly, a woman's face started to rise above the waterline. She had wet black hair floating around her, skin shining against the river, and behind her, he said he can clearly see something massive move beneath the surface. It's a tail, gang. Long, violent, powerful. Not beautiful like the movies like Little Mermaid and Ariel and them. Ancient. And that's when Paul realized he was staring at a mermaid, Mommy Wata. But to him, the strangest part wasn't seeing her. It was what happened to him after. So Paul said as they were staring at each other, his fears slowly started to disappear. His whole body is relaxed, and suddenly he had this overwhelming urge to get in the river. Now I'm over here confused, like, wait, not because you slipped, not because you got pushed in, but because you wanted to? He said for a moment, he genuinely thought about just leaving the fish, leaving the boat, and diving straight into the Essequibo River towards her. And the scary part, it almost felt like comforting, like she was calling him, not with words, with thoughts. Then suddenly she just disappeared beneath the water. Paul said he saw the tail cut sharply through the river before everything just went silent. There was no birds, no insects, no even wind. And this is Guyana. There should always be some type of like noise outside. Just silence. Paul grabbed whatever little fish he had left, which honestly wasn't much for the day. And that's how they feed their family. Paul is crazy. And he just sped back home. When Paul told his grandparents what happened in Georgetown, his grandmother stopped him immediately. She looked terrified. Then she whispered quietly, "Boy, you must be careful by them water. That sound like Mommy Wata." Now, depending where you are in the Caribbean, people call her different things. In Jamaica, she's the river mama. Some islands, she's Mama Dilo. In Guyana, she's Mommy Wata, a water spirit said to lure people into rivers, oceans, and according to Paul's grandmother, if she chooses you, the river could just take you forever. That's happened before. People completely disappear. Paul said since that day, when the rain falls heavy at night and the rainforest starts to flood, he sometimes hears singing outside his window. Paul might need to find a new career to feed his family, because I wouldn't be going back. I don't know about y'all, but yeah, I'm good. And every time he hears a song, he starts thinking of the river again, like flashes go of the river are in his mind. It's wild, gang. If you like content like this, you want to stay on this side of the algorithm, don't forget to engage from the bottom up. Y'all already know, like, save, repost, comment, like, and of course follow. You sat here and watched this whole video and you still didn't follow. That's crazy to me. I shouldn't even have to tell y'all grown folks. Don't forget to follow me, Cube Oxley, across all socials. And if you're viewing this from the tube of you, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I'll meet you there. All right, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, just call me back later. Peace. Ashe.